we're going to take a question from the floor. We'll have to remind you, gentlemen, please be civil with each other, no insulting people. These people here came here to listen to you answer questions, not listen to you insult each other. Sorry about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi there. This is a question I try to ask every politician. You hear or read a lot about transparency and accountability in government, or the well-used transparent and accountable government. And I have a very simple question for each of you. Please define accountable as it means in the political sense. Thanks.
Yeah. You want to take that one first, Paul?
No, I had the first one, I think.
Okay, let's go to you then. If Hugh's ready, we'll pass the mic to you.
Defining accountable would be responsible, taking total responsibility for your actions.
Well, actually, I'll say probably a couple more words on that one. An accountable government is one that's going to lead in a fashion that the people who voted them in want them to be. It's not just a matter of responding to people when they ask you a question or keeping good books, but we need to lead by example. The government that you put in power should reflect the views that you hold. The federal government, a green federal government, will not just reinvest in the communities that where taxes are collected in, but they will lead by example. They will reinvest in the buildings of Parliament by an energy efficient manner. We will reinvest in our communities by helping them rebuild themselves. Thank you.
0 out of 2 so far.
Well, I believe accountable in the sense what I learned as a cadet was lead by example. So if you say we're not going to rip you off, then don't rip people off. If you say we're going to protect the environment, protect the environment. Do what you say. Don't pretend to do something. Don't BS everybody. That's not what we're here to hear. As a voter, I like to hear my politicians be accountable. If they run for Liberal, stay in the Liberal Party. If they're not Conservative, stay in the Conservative Party. Something both parties have done. I don't think it's fair.
0 out of 3.
Accountability was one of the hallmarks of the last platform of the Conservative Party, but it hasn't turned out that way. In my view, accountability requires true, full, and plain disclosure and explanation of the reasons for your actions or your decisions. In 2006, Parliament passed a bill to set fixed election dates every 4 years, with the first one to be October 19, 2009. The Prime Minister at the time in his speech said, "We do not want any Prime Minister to be able to take advantage of strength in the polls for a political gain." We shouldn't have had this election. It's a very expensive election. It broke the law. It was not accountable. Mr. Harper has not been accountable.
0 out of 4.
We have a question from the floor.